With that, we'll turn our attention to Brother Ramazani speaking on I Know Who I Am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
When I say good morning, I like people to smile. And I can see the face of people, they are smiling, which is good for today. From here to there, from here to there, everyone is smiling. I like that. Today is I know who I am. And that word is not a question. It's inside of each everyone. It's not only for Ramazani. Each everyone says, I know who I am. So whenever I say I know who I am, at your turn also you said the same. You know, I can say to you, you know you are, right? Because everyone has to say, I know who I am. And that was a question for me for a long time. I was asking myself, who knows another person in everything? I think the answer was always no, because it's not possible for you to know someone else for everything. It's not possible. But all people, I can say maybe all people, majority of people, they always pretend to know someone else. And if you say you know someone else, I think you are pretending to say like that, but it's not true. Because for my understanding, it's wrong to say I know someone. Because when you say you know someone, it means, according to my English, maybe my broken English, it means I know everything about him, which is not possible. It means you say, I know what he's thinking. I know his ideas. I know his projects. I know his mind. I know his feeling. And when you say all of those things to someone, as a human being, I think that is a lie. You are pretending to say that, but it's not true. And that can be even you think you know someone because it's your wife. Or you can say, I know this one because it's my husband. I think that is not true. It's not the reality. Even if he's your son, your student, your doctor, your parent, your best friend, no one can say, I know that person. Because all of those evidence, you don't know nothing about them. They are the characteristic inside, the characteristic that you can not know. They are emotional characteristic. They are unseen things that you cannot see. How can you say you know while you don't see even those things to someone? And also, you don't have any measurement. You say what? Measurement? You don't have even any measurement to check, to test the level of what is inside of him about all of those things. That's why I'm saying it's not true. It's not a reality to say, I know someone. The thing that we know as human beings, we know most of the thing out. Like I see someone like Livre, I know Livre because I see Livre, I know how he's tall, something like that. How the color of Livre may be brown, I can say I know Livre in that way. But it's not the really to know someone. If you said you know someone, it means you should know him for everything from his inside, for what he's thinking. For me, I said we always say that because maybe we are poor in word, in vocabulary. We miss a really word that we should tell someone that to say to someone, but not the word I know. We should try to take away the word no. We should have a different word. Because the person who knows person is himself. And only God knows you. So you can know yourself, and only God can know you. Because as it says in Jeremiah, the chapter that Brother Glenn read here, Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. The time that God told Jeremiah that I knew you before you were formed in the womb of your mom. That means God knows Jeremiah for everything, everything. And we know God knows even our hair, the number of our hair in our head. He knows that. God knows our feelings. So God knows everything in us. He's the only one who can say, I know you and yourself, but not someone else. Because we don't have all those evidence on him. I know Ramazani, but if they ask you how Ramazani feel by now, what is the thinking of Ramazani for now? How can you respond? No, I know him because his name is only Ramazani. No, you don't know Ramazani. And I appreciate Swahili language. In Tanzania, whenever you go to Tanzania and you ask someone, do you know someone? Do you know such person? They will answer, you ask in Swahili, unamjua fulani, do you know such person? They will ask you, they will answer you, no, we don't know him. Hapana hatumjui, but we recognize him. So, why those people answer, we don't know him, even if they are staying together in the same house? But in Tanzania, they won't give you the answer, we know him. No. Only, we don't know him, but we recognize him. It means we know some part, we know something about him, but we don't know him incompletely. That's why, my brothers and sisters, I'm coming to you with this voice of encouragement, to be confident of yourself, to be sure of yourself. To have or to fix a position, to fix a choice by yourself, because as long as you know doing this is good, doing that is bad, so we have to direct our mind, we have to direct our spirit, our emotional, and our decision in good way. We have to choose good direction to face, to go, by fearing God. As I said earlier, that only everyone knows himself. Therefore, we should not be here to complain, to force people to be like you. How can you force someone to be like you in everything while you don't know him? And that can't work, cannot be, it is impossible. I have one example. If someone is allergic of peanuts or eating fish, but because you are not allergic, you're just telling him, eat this peanut, eat this fish, eat this, eat this. For my understanding is, the person will say, you don't know me. That's why you are telling me to eat those. You like them, yes, it's okay. You like fish, you like peanuts, you like that. But for me, it's not good with me. How can you tell me to eat those? It's because you don't know me. While you are my friend, we can be friends, but we don't know each other. We know only outside, like your name, whatever, your clothes, whatever, but we don't know completely. And there is no way for someone to know another person completely. That's why, brothers and sisters, you will see some people, they like cold weather. Other people, they like hot weather, like Arizona. Someone like hot food. Other one like spicy, salty, sweety. So it depends. But it's not because someone like hot food so that you can say, no, don't like that hot, like this salty food. No, you can say that because you don't know him. But if you should know him, you should not put that complaint to say, hey, no, you have to like this. No. That is to force someone to be like you, which is not possible. And brothers and sisters, if we can come to our faith, the Bible in the book of Matthew, chapter 7, starting verse 1 to 5, Matthew 7, do not judge others so that God will not judge you. For God will judge you in the same way as you judge others, and he will apply to you the same rule you apply others. Why then do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, and pay no attention to the log in your own eye. How dare you say to your brother, please let me take that speck out of your eye, when you have a log in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the log out of your own eye, and then you will be able to see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. So, in the book of Matthew, they declare that do not judge, because you shall do not judge, you shall not be judged. And the way you are judging someone is a way also you shall be judged. That means by looking at someone's appearance, his external view, the way you see someone, you should not judge him in that way. You should not say you know him because you see how he wears. Even in English, they say, do not judge by appearance. In French, we say, l'apparence trompe. It means appearance lies. If you follow appearance, you will make mistake. You will judge wrongly. On the street, when you see some girls having short skirt and you judge those as prostitutes, is because you see short skirt and you judge? No, that is not true. In your area, when you see someone with big chest, big thorax, and you judge that should be the strongest man in our village. No, that is not true. If you see someone with long feet, is tall, and then you decide to say, you judge him to say that he should be the first runner in our area. There are some short people who can run more than him. Do not judge by appearance. In fact, we don't have right to judge the others. Because whenever you try to do so, you are putting yourself at God's place, which is wrong to do. You should know who you are. Sorry. As human beings, we can see the wrong doing by people, by another person. The only thing we can do is to advise gently and pray for it. I said this because some people, even among us, can have idea of judging by asking why some people are no longer coming to church, why some people are changing faith. Question might be coming, are they abandon our ecclesia? And the answer is not yes, is not no. Because no one can give you that answer here. The answer should be coming from them and from God. Because them, they know their decision, their inner, their inside. We are not in the inside. If someone is not coming, we can't judge him to say, hey, maybe he's already abandoned our church. No, we can't say that. It's wrong to say that. I will take this, I will try to summarize this like in short word or to make in conclusion, because I need also some music later. My fellow brothers and sisters, and our friend, this message is for all generations. And for our generation, for today, we are going to read this message on our behalf. Is a message that is working in all generations, but today is for our generation. So let us turn to the Bible of Psalm, for the book of Psalm 125. In the book of Psalm 125, it says, those who trust in the Lord are like Mount Zion, which can be shaken, never be moved. That means what? Those who knows where they belong, who knows their directions, their relationship with God, those who knows who they are in Jesus, they are free. They are sufficient. They are strong and have hope. So, brothers and sisters, be confident in you and in your God. Trust your God. Do not think or spend time for what people of world are saying about you. Have focus to your God with all your mind, with all your spirit, with all your strength, because you know who you are. And I will like Brother Mark one piece of music, of song, so that we can hear something about I know who I am.
Chosen generation, we've been called for to show His excellence. Hey, all I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation, we've been called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me, for I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm working in power, I work in miracles, I live a life of favor. I know who chosen. Come on. We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. Yeah, all I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am. We are a chosen generation. We're being called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am, what He says I am, where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I walk in miracles. I live a life of a life. For I know who I am. Say, I'm walking in power. I walk in miracles. I live a life of favor. For I know who I am. Everybody shout I know who I am. Lift your voice, shout I know who I am. Wave your hands, shout I know who I
Thank you, Brother Mark. That was I Know Who I Am as my topic of today. Thank you for listening for this.